Hi guys, in this video we're going to review how to do a full system cleanup. This means we're going to clean everything, the cold plunge, the filtration system, the chiller, and even tubing. So stay tuned. You should be doing this at least every 12 months, but we recommend doing it every 6 months for even a better, cleaner, and more impactful experience. To begin draining your cold plunge, the first step is the most important. Make sure the system is completely off, the chiller's off, the water pump off, the filtration entire system is off, and then we can begin. All right, let's begin. I have my regular size garden hose and I have my drain pump. I'm gonna put the drain pump into the cold plunge, make sure the water gets inside, and then I will attach the garden hose on the top by threading it in, and then we'll power it on and the water will immediately start to drain. Okay, so now we're going to connect it to power. If you connect it to power and the water doesn't immediately start draining, this means you have an air pocket in your drain pump. Simply disconnect it and reconnect it, and the water should push through your drain pump. If that doesn't happen, that means you have a lot of air in your drain pump. That means you need to remove the garden hose off, put the drain pump back in and make sure the water is inside, and then put the garden hose on. So here we go. Okay guys, so the drain pump is running. We're gonna leave it and time it. This usually takes about 10 to 12 minutes to drain approximately 100 gallons of water. The water's coming out really quickly, and we love doing this method because I can redirect the water wherever I need to go. So it's a very nice and easy and simple and clean drainage process. As you're getting low on your water level, you will see that the drain pump is over here and could be some air coming in. So you just simply want to just keep tightening your connection to make sure that there's not a lot of air that's going into your system or water running out. This will keep your drain pump working most effectively. All right, so guys, as the water level keeps going down and down, you will see that I will need to tip one side of the cold plunge just to make sure that the drain pump is completely underwater, and this will drain your water faster. So just keep doing that all the way to the end, and then we'll turn the drain pump off. Now that we've drained our cold plunge, next I have my all-purpose general cleaner, and I have a couple of sponges, and I'm going to spray the entire interior of the cold plunge, and I'm going to scrub and get all of the yuckies out. So as I'm cleaning this, I'm paying attention to my water line. So if your water is always at the minimum level, you will see that there's a line kind of going around there. So definitely scrub there most. And the other one is the seams. So where the two materials are meeting together, these seams right here, pay attention to that area and give it a extra little effort on those seams. And of course around the water in and water out. All right guys, so I just scrubbed all of the walls in the top. Before doing the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect my tub. I'm going to disconnect the tubing, and so I have better access and better reach to wash the entire bottom seam, and I'll show you that right now. So this is the before, and this is after. All right, guys, so to clean our filtration system, we're going to disconnect it from the chiller. And so we have a much better visibility to everything. Okay, don't lose these hose clamps. Okay, everything's gonna start draining. All right, in the next step, we're going to clean all of our tubing. So I have our hydrogen peroxide 12% over here. I usually dip this into the hydrogen peroxide, this solution, and I essentially go in with our pipe cleaner, go as far as I can. Okay, and this is as far as it goes, and you just clean them. Hey, if you have an ozone filtration system, all the steps apply because essentially the tubing is connecting to the water filter and the pump in the same way. So just use your trusted 5-foot pipe cleaner and you will be clean. All right, in the next video, we're going to clean these white tubes. So to release the white tube, you have to press this plastic connector and then this will release. See, the water is coming out already. Okay, we're gonna again touch this in hydrogen peroxide, and then off it goes. Again, because this is only once a year, we might as well just release this as well. Again, this is probably the most difficult thing you'll do, just putting them in and out. But all right, there you go. Once you pop that out, get this guy out. Now to put these guys back in, make sure that this little plastic that's hanging down, you press it all the way in with your one finger and it goes in about an inch. So about this much, it's gonna go in to here. Okay, you'll feel that it went in. Okay, see how it's in? And there it goes. You can kind of, again, you can feel that it went in. If you're having a hard time and you're gonna have a leak here, just simply shut everything off, close this valve and put it back in. And then open this valve and try it again. So if you have a leak, just know that you did not push it all the way in. And to push it all the way in, again, make sure this plastic ring is all the way to the top and you push it all the way in. That's it. Okay, for the next water flush, I'm gonna put this bottle back in without a filter. We're gonna flush these out with water. So I have my water hose set to the jet setting. So it's gonna come out like this. And I'm gonna basically line it up and force the water to go. And you'll see that the water is already coming out from the bottom hose. And I'm just cleaning it out, getting all the gunk out. So whatever's in my pump, everything's coming out. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, just pushing the water in the other direction. Okay, so again, I got on jet. Ooh. And I'm gonna pay attention more to what I'm doing. And you'll see the water's coming out. You wanna do this for about 3 to 5 minutes, making sure all the gunk, anything stuck in your water pump is out. Okay, perfect. So same thing, I have it on jet and we're going to flush the top tubing. First, you're going to fill up the water bottle with water. And the water will start coming out from the tubing. You'll want to run that for a couple minutes. And for good measure, we'll do the same thing, just again, pushing the water the other way. So Make sure the water goes in both directions. Okay, now we're gonna clean our tub valves. Okay, do them from both sides, up and down. All right, next we're going to clean the chiller. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to open the valves. Now, there's a water tank inside of our chillers. So as soon as I open this valve, you'll see the water will start rushing through it, okay? Let all the water come out. Then we're going to remove these valves. So basically I'm gonna start with the top one. Okay, just remove the blue nut and release the valve. Okay, make sure that you remove the nut all the way off, okay, because it has a rubber gasket inside. This is very important for when we're going to put everything back in. Okay, I'm going to take our trusted pipe cleaner and just clean the valve. Okay, and that's it. And again, I'm going to force the water through. Okay, this will clean all the gunk out. Okay, this is really good. Another step. So inside of our commercial grade water chillers, we have another tank inside, right? This water tank. And what we're going to do is I have my garden hose set on jet, and I'm going to force the water to go in the top hole and come out from the bottom hole. Okay, you want to do this for, again, 3 to 5 minutes, and you can even rotate your garden hose to try and get as much of anything that's potentially stuck inside, like hair or anything else, from the inside of this tank. This tank has titanium tubing in it, and that's what cools and heats the water. So again, it's important to keep the titanium tube nice and clean, and we do this gently with water spraying into it. For some of you fancy people, if you have an adapter to your garden hose and you can add like vinegar or anything else as a solution, feel free to do that. I know you guys, I know you have them, because I've seen many videos from you, and it's very, very clever. A quick call out, do not stick anything inside like metal or brushes or anything like that, because we have a couple of sensors inside. One of them, of course, is a thermometer. There's other things going on inside of that water tank, so don't shove anything inside that could potentially damage your chiller functionality, and your warranty will be voided. Alright guys, so we're gonna put the chiller valves back on. Again, as always, put the blue nut on first, then put your rubber gasket. We have lots of videos on how to do this. Okay, so once you have this, then you put your valve in, then you tighten your nut. As you do this, you can push the valve in a little bit more. Just make sure that the blue nut is on solid. Do not over tighten this. You just want to hand tighten it. Okay, once it's tight, don't push this anymore. Again. All right, so we just opened all of our valves, and you will see that air is coming from the top hole. This is a good sign. That means water is naturally priming the system. So I'm going to connect it to power, and if we see really good water flow, that means we have primed our system successfully and there's no more troubleshooting needed. If you connect your system to power and you do not see water flow in, that means your water pump has air in it. So you need to turn everything off and troubleshoot it, because you cannot let your system function with water is not circulating. So here, let's try it. Okay. And here we go. All right. Wow, look at that amazing water flow. I think we have successfully cleaned everything, because this is a beautiful, strong water flow.